The green and white hoops are one of the most recognisable brands in football. But this is not exactly Parkhead, home of Glasgow Celtic. This is Suffolk Road, home of Donegal Celtic, the youngest club in the Irish Premier League. The Donegal part of the name comes from the local streets in this part of West Belfast, which are named after towns in County Donegal. The Celtic pays homage to and reflects the massive support for their Glasgow cousins. Founded in 1970 and based right in the heart of West Belfast, an area which experienced the very worst of the Troubles, that a football club survived here at all is remarkable.
It was very hard for the members of the club. Obviously you're in West Belfast here, and it was quite a troublesome area then, but all credit goes to the club. They've kept the club going very, very well. Financially it's very sound, and they're starting now to reap the benefits.
To achieve its ambition of playing in the Premier League, DC had to overcome some uniquely Northern Ireland problems. Protestant football people would hardly drive through West Belfast, let alone play matches there. And the suspicion was that the governing body didn't want a Celtic team. 11 applications to join the league were rejected by the IFA before the club took their case to the Equality Commission and won.
We've lived in many troubled times in Northern Ireland, but it's tremendous. Since Donegal Celtic come back into the league, they've been a credit to football in this area. And although today, obviously, we're in McCliffenville, I want to see Cliftonville get a win. I think it's tremendous for Irish League football that we have a Donegal Celtic team now playing in Irish League football.
The only other Celtic team to play at this level in the Irish League was the famous Belfast Celtic, who pulled out in 1949 after vicious sectarian attacks on their players during matches against the predominantly Protestant Linfield. Half a century on, the signs of change are everywhere. A Linfield shirt is even framed in the DC clubhouse.
This area alone has a great tradition of following Glasgow Celtic and Belfast Celtic, and men of yesteryear in this club would speak with a lot of passion about Belfast Celtic days, and that void has been there since 1949, and people do want it back. And I think overall, the genuine football fans in Northern Ireland would want a Celtic team playing, and naturally enough, it should come from West Belfast.
Getting a Celtic team into the Premier League was a tough battle. Now the challenge facing them in just their second full season is to stay there. Graham Little, Sky Sports.